I will talk shortly about additional types of questions that you will hear during cross-examination. Before those specific examples, I would like to introduce some general approaches to use in responding to all questions. If you are honest and you have performed a careful analysis of the evidence, then you have come to honest conclusions. Your opinions are the cornerstone of your testimony, and they should be easy to state. While you are presenting your opinions, you can support them with references to particular exhibits. You can reinforce and clarify those opinions with demonstrative exhibits such as graphs or photographs or models that you may have brought with you. Above all, you should avoid speculation. During cross-examination, the attorney is trying to discredit you. He may ask a range of questions about your professional discipline, and sometimes whose answers you do not know. You cannot and should not ever guess at answers. A key tactic is that people realize that nobody knows everything, even experts. If you do not know an answer, simply say so. That is both acceptable and your best response. The opposing attorney has nowhere else to go at that point. You may hear some brief bluster or expression of incredulity that may make you uncomfortable or even embarrassed because you do not know something. But an "I don't know" type answer minimizes the bloodletting. You've simply given him no erroneous answer that he can shred, further calling into question your lack of expertise. Now, how about handling occasional surprise information from the cross-examiner? There will be times when an opposing counsel will surprise you with completely new information. You should take extra time at that moment to assess exactly what has been introduced and then to carefully consider your response. This will also give your attorney an opportunity to object to the information if that is appropriate. Otherwise, if you have never seen the new material and are not familiar with it, you can maintain your objectivity and fairness and appear perfectly willing to consider it. However, you should state that you have not had any previous opportunity to evaluate the material. Remember that it should require a startling new discovery to warrant ever changing your opinions, the ones that you have spent considerable time to firm up. If the new information presented is relevant to your opinions, you can certainly say that you are willing to consider the information. If you cannot immediately perform the necessary analysis while you are on the stand, you should also say so. If you know immediately that the new information would not change your opinion, you can say so and explain why, given your expertise and knowledge, this new information can be discounted. The most dangerous position for you would be if the new information that is presented might change your opinion. You should be extremely reluctant to change your opinion on the stand. If the new information is totally incontrovertible and presented as factual, you will not be able to do much. That's the way it goes. On the other hand, you should hedge your answer if the information presented is only a supposition. Remember, I told you to listen carefully to the phraseology. Always listen to the question. Notice how it's being presented. Similarly, hedge your answer if the new information is someone else's research that you have not had a chance to review. Short of truly incontrovertible and provable new evidence, you need to maintain your consistency and stick to your expressed opinions based on all the work you've done. Now, you also need to maintain some sort of control. Cross-examining attorneys like to maintain control by asking you questions that lead you down their chosen path. While yes or no responses can often protect you, sometimes a simple yes or no answer is insufficient. At those times, you will need to convey more information to the jury. One way to exert control is to avoid beginning an answer with yes, but. The cross-examining attorney, and sometimes even the judge, can and usually will easily cut your answer off the instant he hears the word but. Technically, you have answered the question with the first word yes, and he can legitimately say thank you, move on to the next question, and disallow you from any sort of clarification. So a key tactic then is that when your yes answer needs clarification, put the qualifying clause at the beginning of the sentence. For example, question: isn't it true that if the burglar alarm had been set to on, then no one could have walked through the front door without setting off the alarm? Your answer: if the power to the system had not been interrupted, and if the alarm circuitry had not malfunctioned, then of course, yes.